Alright, let me just get this clear, okay? So, just a couple of months ago, you completely changed the racket by adding weight in the hoop.
Yes.
Adding silicone to the grip,
Yes.
changing the grip itself.
Yes.
And now you're gonna switch to the Vcore Pro 100 without even testing the racket.
Yes.
I approve. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Gladiators Tennis. And Areg, I think they can kind of tell that I've been playing, but yeah, whatever. Today we're reviewing a racket that might be a potential switch for Areg, the Yonex Vcore Pro 100. Check out the specs.
Everything is on me, gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm back up. Keep it real, I do this once a month. I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. No fault, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll. Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you
Grisha,
Yes.
so you were questioning why there's the Pro in
Yeah.
the name. It's because I'm gonna play with that racket, that's why. Right? Yeah.
I mean, guys, yeah, it honestly has nothing to do with the Pro, with the 97 Pro. So I don't know why the Pro is in there, but it doesn't matter. Just check out my highlights, yeah?
Let me just quickly get this over with. Areg aced me like 300 times in a row with this racket, and I don't even know what happened there. So here's the footage of that. Okay, now that that's out of the way, he's not going to be bragging about it for like half of his review. Now, back to my playtest. Areg insisted on keeping the strings that were on the racket when we received it from Tennis Warehouse Europe because he felt so good with them. So yeah, we don't really know the tension. We just know it's really low. But you know, always good for Areg. By the way, Tennis Warehouse Europe, thank you very much for the racket. We really appreciate it. Now, quickly, let's get the looks out of the way as well. Well, Yonex don't ever really impress us with their racket design, so nothing new. A solid 7 out of 10 on my completely subjective look scale. Alright, for those who haven't played with this racket, it is more of a Vcore than a Vcore Pro. It has pretty much nothing to do with the Pro. Not only is it 100 inches, but it also has a very thick beam, and the racket is more power and spin rather than control oriented. Unlike the 97 Vcore Pro, which actually made our top 5 list of the best rackets for control. Understanding all that and considering the super low tension, I thought I would really dislike it, but I was pleasantly surprised when I started playing with the frame. On the forehand, I love the feel, the spin, and the power. Those aren't things that I'm necessarily looking for in a racket, referring to spin and power, but I do appreciate them sometimes. I would like a bit more stability, and yeah, the tension just a bit tighter, because on some more aggressive, flatter shots, I was feeling a lack of confidence, and that's just never good. Topspin shots were really good though. Great depth and great bounce. What else do you want? Switching to the backhand side, that lack of stability really hurt me. So much so that at some point I realized that I'm avoiding to hit backhands at all costs, and that's never the case for my game. And even though my backhand is usually flat, I can play with a lot of spin if I wanted to. I can do anything with my backhand for that matter, but it's not about that now. But even playing with a lot of topspin, I just didn't enjoy the racket on the backhand side. Volleying was quite decent. Big Yonex head, therefore an absolutely massive sweet spot, but lack of weight and lack of stability. So yeah, it's like you finish the point with a volley, but you just don't feel good about yourself. You know what I mean? Talking serves, those felt good. Just good. Flat serves were going very quickly with a decent direction. Decent because I was still missing that stability, and I'm sure it can be fixed with some weight, but anyways, opening the course with a slice serve was really easy. But I mean, a big head and a 16x19 string pattern. What else do you expect? Topspin serves, for pretty much the same reasons, felt spectacular as well. Returns were really lacking stability, and even though I did return pretty well that day, it has nothing to do with the racket. Confidence on aggressively returning with my backhand was absolutely non-existent, and yeah, the forehand it was a bit better, but nowhere near the level of confidence that I like to feel on my returns. I said I liked the racket in the beginning, and the review ended up sounding pretty negative. Please don't get me wrong, it is a really good racket. Great power, great spin, that awesome feel, and the massive sweet spot thanks to the isometric Yonex head shape really make it a close to perfect choice for those who value power and spin in a racket. However, in stock form, it just lacks in way too many categories for my particular playing style. Now, the weight is just 300 grams, and that means there's a massive room for customization. And I think that adding some weight to the racket can take it way higher up in my list. So yeah, I might actually try that.
Guys, so YouTube introduced this new function called Super Thanks. It's in the same line of buttons as the like and everything, and it's like a heart, I think, with a dollar sign. And it basically allows you to support us financially. So if you're enjoying the content and you'd like to support us somehow, this is an awesome way to do that. Even if it's just a little bit, it's already a lot for us.
Yeah. Grisha's text was so short that I'm sure that you already had time to do that. So thank you in advance, and yeah, thank you very much.
Smooth shot, Areg. What do you have to say about the racket?
Nothing. Grisha just gave me this racket and told me it's the perfect racket for you. So no pressure on me if I play bad with the perfect racket with me.
Yeah. And then the pro is because you're playing with it. So.
Stop joking. So?
Whoa! Grisha!
Well, this racket is like a Tinder experience. When you see the perfect, sexy pictures of your match and read wonderful stuff about her, but then the expectations are so high that you're scared to be catfished. But I have to say that this Yonex was a good match for me. This first date went very well. Even though she wasn't perfect, we clicked immediately, especially on the serve, to the point to get bored of hitting aces. This is totally new chapter for my tennis life. As Grisha predicted, half of my review is going to be about the serve. But I like this chapter, so I really might consider getting this frame honestly. I felt like this racket had lost a bit of its control. This was especially noticeable on the forehand, where when I was well positioned, my balls were penetrating through the air very well. But once I was hitting a shot in a compromised position, I had almost zero control. Same goes for the backhands, but at least on the slice, thanks to its wonderful feel, my shots were pretty submissive to me. So they were doing exactly what I wanted. This sounded a bit like a line from 50 Shades of Grey, but anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to the volleys. The stability can be improved, so without doubt, if any of us gets this racket, we will probably put a lot of weight on it. That would be helpful for all the other compartments of this racket, but also and especially for the volleys. And when it comes to design, I'm sure all of you are fashion and design experts. So I need you to give us your opinion on the looks, because I'm not sure if it looks retro or just old. So please just leave a comment under this video, but of course by law, before doing that you should watch the grades. Thank you for watching.